did say, I shall make you free.
Well, in your name, now, at last, the people are convinced they are absolutely free. In fact, they have exchanged their freedom for total obedience to Holy Mother Church. Not the sort of freedom you had in mind, perhaps, but now, at last, in the year of our Lord 1680, by the triumph of the Holy Inquisition over freedom, it has become possible to think about human happiness. You rejected the only path which led to human happiness in the wilderness, remember? And by returning now, you endanger the people's happiness, undermine their faith in everything we have done in your name, just because you want to work a new miracle. Anything new is a miracle to them. We cannot permit you, of all people, to undermine their faith, their happiness like that. It's all been done in your name. We say we're obeying you, but we've deceived them over and over. We shall never again let you come near the people. We will not let you destroy the church we have created. What? No indignation? No rebuke? Nothing. That's the penitence stool. A last support before burning. How appropriate. Now, when the devil spoke to you in the wilderness, the Bible tells us that he tempted you. Did he? How did he tempt you? What did you reject? You rejected the truth. Yes? Read. Read.
Then Jesus was led into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. After fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, Jesus was hungry. The devil came to him and said, "If thou art the Son of God, canst thou command these stones be made bread?"
What a miraculous question!
Next, the devil took him to the holy city of Jerusalem and stood Jesus on the highest point of the temple. "If thou be the Son of God, why not cast thyself down? Lastly, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed Jesus all the kingdoms of the world. "I can give you all this splendor and authority. Will you bow down and worship me?" And when the devil had finished all this tempting, he left Jesus until a more opportune time.
Is now that time? Do you think the combined wisdom of a world of wise men could devise anything with the depth, the truth of those three questions put to you by the devil in the wilderness? Of course not! Who was right in the wilderness? The devil or you? if it was you. First question. Canst thou command these stones to be made bread? Now, if you did, you would have plenty of bread for yourself and for all the people you wanted to follow you. To where?
Freedom! Freedom? Why? Man hates freedom, but he needs bread. And you needed followers. But what if they only followed you for the bread? So you rejected the offer and condemned untold millions to death. Starvation, literally, from the lack of bread. But you did give your followers the freedom to wait for bread from heaven.
That never came. So they turned to us. And in your name we fed them, and never again will they be able to feed themselves without us.
You promised them heavenly bread, but eternally ignoble, eternally depraved man needs earthly bread. Of course, those who are strong enough can wait for your heavenly bread. But what about the tens of millions who are simply not strong enough? The weak cannot follow you. Do you care only about the strong? Are they your chosen few? Well, we care about the weak. They obey us. They are following us. They look upon us as gods.
You must have known that if you created bread from stone, you would have given man the answer to his everlasting question, whom do I worship? The answer would have been obvious. You.
But you did not make it clear. So it became, give up your gods and worship ours, or else death to you and your gods. Whence came all these wars? The secret of human existence is not merely living. It is knowing what one lives for.
Without knowing that, man destroys himself. Nothing torments more than freedom of conscience. You wanted man to follow you out of love. No more rules. Henceforth, man was to decide for himself what was good, what was evil, with only you to guide him. You could not have left man in greater confusion or suffering. You destroyed the foundations of your kingdom. You can blame no one but yourself. You may have been a man then, but you knew nothing about man. You may leave us now. Leave us!